Kevin from Ocean Janitors, putting in the work. Hey, we had an awesome day out on the water today. And as you guys know, we've had a boat campaign going on, and we're trying to get a boat to where we can get out on the water and be able to keep the ocean clean. And we did a collaboration with the local village today. And we were able to take one of their boats out and get a net out that's been floating around and damaging the coral for a while. And so they haven't been able to get it out. And it's a matter of fact, there was the net was actually on a coral head, and one of them actually free dove down and cut it. It's about 30 feet, cut it to get it off, and just did what they could do. And so it's so exciting to be able to get in the water and go help them out and get that net out of the water. It was just an awesome thing. Regina, have anything to add to that?
I just want to say that we're grateful for everybody that has been supporting us. Today was awesome. You're really able to see like why, how we can do more when we have a boat available. We were super grateful, that they would take us on their boat today so that we could go and join with them to help them get this net out that they've been wanting to get out for a long time. And we're just hoping to do more of these things in the future.
And hey, and this is a collaboration. We work together. And if you'd like to help us out, we would greatly appreciate it. We do have our campaign going on, and you can help us with Venmo, or you can help us with PayPal. And again, if you don't have the money, don't give. This is not for you, but it's for those that can help us out. But we want to show you guys what we can do. We can do more of this. We can go out and we can get this trash, we can get this rubbish out of the water, and to be able to help people out, help the kai out, help the water out. I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless. Enjoy the video. Aloha.
Aloha.
All right, here we go. I hope you guys grab your popcorn and get ready for a nice long video. You guys are about ready to see some epic stuff. What a beautiful day to be on the water. Yes, sir. Want to say we greatly appreciate the collaboration with CBSFA. Couldn't do this without them. Ocean Janitors, CBSFA. We're getting the work done. Here we go. Coming to pick me up. I'm really glad they didn't decide to leave me. That would have been sad. I hate it when I miss the boat. Yes, it's happened before. That's another story for another day. And here we go. Let's get it. Yes, sir. What an awesome crew, man. These guys worked their butts off this day. We were having a good time, but we knew what we had to look forward to. We knew what was ahead of us. Great time, great crew. Ocean Janitors represent! Yes, sir. Okay, and we've arrived to the first net of the day. And you gotta see this, man. This is so awesome. Will's going to show us how it's done. He's going to put on a clinic. Yes, sir, in the water. That guy's crazy. In a good way. He's my hero, man. You guys are going to see some epicness right here. Watch this. Climbing up on these rocks. I would have died doing this right here, man. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. They'd have been calling the helicopter in to come save me, rescue me, but look at him. Putting on a clinic. So these nets get washed up and they get on these pinnacles, and we want to get them off as soon as we can because they get really latched in. I mean, someone should make a comment. Someone should put a comment in the comment section about how awesome Will is, because that's epic. My hero. And we have people calling out on the boat when there's waves coming in because we got to have his back. We don't want him getting hurt. Looking like a pirate with a knife in his mouth. Yeah. That's why we do what we do. You see how tangled that gets on those rocks? He's got it. And I love this part. Look at this. Whoop! Yeah! Yeah! Dude, it's so awesome. Great job, Will. Got his slippers. And the most important thing is everyone's safe. We get the net out. We get him in the boat. And here we go. Off to the next net. One down. One big one to go. We're getting a little tour of the area. Beautiful day on the water. And we're almost there. Almost to our dive site. And here we are. We had to swim around and look for the net a little bit because we couldn't remember exactly where it was. But once we found it, you're going to see some stunning shots. I don't know if you can see that, but to a trained eye, you can see down at the lower part of that. That's all net. the right side of that coral is all net. And you can see how it's wrapped all up in that coral. It's really a heartbreaking thing to see. But that's why we're down there. That's why we do what we do. Get it out, get it cleaned up. We try to be very meticulous to protect the coral while we're pulling out these nets. But can you imagine what those nets have done to the coral over the years? And here you go. We're about 30 feet down, and so then Wills comes down to grab the net from us, and he's going to take it up. So he's down about 15, 20 feet. It was just such an epic collaboration and working together to get this net out, man. It was amazing. We cut it out, we bring it up, Wills takes it over to the boat, and then they grab it and pull it up. And there's the crew. There's another big chunk. And there he goes, swimming across. You can see how far he had to swim that big old chunk of net to get it on the boat. And they're waiting. And there it is, look at that. Pull, pull, come on, you can do it. Yes, wow, absolutely incredible. And off to get some more. There's Regina, greatest camera girl ever. Yes, sir. And this guy, we got to give a shout out to this guy. This is Talon. And man, what a great job he did. He knew exactly what to do. He knew exactly how to take care of the coral while getting the net out. And man, I couldn't think about working with a better guy. Just awesome. And you can see there's some chunks of coral that come off, and it gets really brittle when the coral starts dying. And so that's why it's important to get it all cleaned up and get it all out of there to where the coral can thrive again. And you can see patches of dead and living, dead and living, and a lot of that is where the net was on, what the net was on, the dead parts. And you can see right there, it's half and half. This really gives you a really good example of how damaging something like this can be to the coral, and how important it is to get this out as soon as it's spotted. This was spotted many years prior, but it wasn't able to be gotten out because there wasn't anyone that was able to get down there to do it. So if you can imagine with surge, the water is moving around, and then it takes that net and it brushes it up against the coral, and it just basically, like sandpaper, just starts busting it off, and it's just heartbreaking to see. But that's why we're getting it out. That's why we're doing this, to where it can once again thrive. And the longer it stays down there, the more entangled it gets, and actually the harder it is to get it out. So we want to get these things out as soon as possible, and that's where monitoring comes in. So we want to monitor the areas and make sure that we're keeping an eye on things. And when fishermen see a net or locals see a net, we can be notified and we can go get them out immediately. Just like that first net you saw us get out, that green one, it hadn't been there that long. It's a little bit easier when you see it on top of the water, but we've got a monitor underneath the water to be able to see where these nets are coming in. You say, where do they come from? Well, a lot of them just get washed in, and we've got to go and monitor to find out, you know, you could dive this spot one day and then the next day it's there. So you've got to constantly be monitoring, constantly going out, constantly doing this to where we can keep the coral nice. We can keep the coral clean. Man, my hat's off to Will. He's my hero, man. Coming down and getting those big old chunks. Look at that. That is awesome. That is so cool, man. And we did that for safety reasons, to where the scuba divers didn't have to come all the way up to the surface, that we would stay about halfway. We could stay down longer and not get bent, not get sick. And look at this boat crew, man. They got the big gaff. Don't gaff, Will, please don't gaff this. Okay, they got it. Good deal. They're professionals. I don't have to tell them what to do. Yes, sir. Look at that. Jeez. It's unbelievable. Our boat's kind of filling up a little bit, but hey, we got more to get, man. We're going to get it all. We didn't come here to get half. We came here to get it all. And there's Talon down there working. Keep in mind that dead coral that was all damaged from that net. You see that right there? Do not touch coral. I have gloves on, and even with gloves on, I say and repeat, do not touch coral. I wanted to differentiate the good coral from the bad, show you the good coral and then how much it's damaged from that coral, from the net being entwined. Look at how it's all entwined, and we had to meticulously get that out. This is heartbreaking to see. Look at this. All of the dead coral around that net. Wow. If we could have got that even a couple years prior, thinking about what coral we could have saved. But then in thinking that, how much coral did we save now by getting it out? And that's what's important. Looking forward to the future. Cleaning it up. Get it out. Yes, sir. Let's go get some more. Yeah, look at that big chunk. I'm trying to make sure that Will's didn't run out of air. He was holding his breath. That's why I like tanks. Keep it coming. That wears me out just watching it. It's a pretty tiring thing. It's a lot of work. But man, it's worth it. Ready to get some more. There's the boat. There's no way to do this without a boat. We're pretty far out. I would say we're 200 to 300 yards off of the beach. So there's no way to do this without a boat. So we're very thankful and grateful for that. And you can see he's pulling out. You say, oh man, what is he doing with the coral? Well, that's all dead coral. It's all coral. That's all coral that's been busted up by the net. And that's why it's important to get it out, because it literally just rakes it. It just rakes the coral. And it's so sad. There's the boat. What a cool shot of the boat, man. That is just epic. Come on, guys, get it out.
Yeah. Oh, that sucker is huge, huh? Yes.
I can truly say this was a team effort. It was a privilege to work with these guys, man. I can't express that enough. Look at that rope. And right there on the right, beautiful coral. We're thankful that that coral there is saved, because that net will not be getting on that coral. And that makes my heart happy. Look at that. Just chunks and chunks. I can't imagine seeing this net when it was all one piece. Man, that thing must have been massive. Another piece. It's a beautiful thing. Some people fish for fish, some people fish for nets and tires and whatever we might find. Hey, what is that down there? Is that a scuba diver? Oh, what is he doing under there? Hey, man. Oh, I thought it looked like he was just trying to take a nap. What are you doing, man? Get back to work. Being lazy. Nah, I think he was down there trying to find some fish underneath that coral head. As hard as he worked, he deserved a break. Very cool. Look at how it's so entwined. And that whole side, you can see how much dead coral's in there, because that was laid up over that whole entire side. Unreal. Where's Wills? He's looking for Wills. Where's he at? Here he comes. Yes, sir. So awesome. Synchronicity. That's what I would think. We were in sync. Now I went over the other side because I couldn't get this net out. It was way down in this hole. And when I cut it from the other side, it literally loosened up, and then I was able to yank it out. So look at that. Big old chunk. big old chunk of net that was stuck way down in a hole. Getting the job done. Today we redefine putting in the work, because we were putting in the work. Another great example of how it's intertwined and killing the coral. See how that's dead right there, and then you have living coral right next to it. Fish are like it. I think they're saying thanks. And you can see right there, there's a chunk of coral that I have in my hand that's dead. And the chances are that piece will not recover. But we try to set them in places that if it has any hope or any ounce of life in it, that it will come back. We can only hope. Look at that. It's a perfect example of it being intertwined and kind of what we have to deal with. Another chunk. Go get some more. There's a fish hanging out. He's probably coming to see what we're doing. Coming to thank us for getting out that net so he doesn't get caught in it. They say teamwork makes the dream work. Well, there's some good teamwork right there. That was a head of finger coral, and it was all intertwined in that finger coral, and we were being so careful to get that net out because that in particular, that finger coral will live without that net on it. It will thrive. And so we were so excited to get that net out of there so that coral can live That's what it's all about, man. When the coral dies, everything dies. So we gotta do what we can do to keep that from happening. In case you were wondering, I'm using surgical scissors, and makes it pretty easy to cut that line out. Now someone's sneaking up on me. I didn't even know this. What is this? There you are. Hello. I had no idea he was there, man. That is so funny. See, we have fun too while we're doing this stuff. You gotta have fun. You gotta have a good time. Makes the job go by a lot easier. A lot faster. I will say we got this done relatively quick. Because when we get down there, man, we don't mess around. We get the job done. And here's Talon and Regina. Yeah, she's putting in the work. Had to get her involved. She just got off a plane the day before and jumped in the water to clean up the ocean, clean up the kai. That's our Kuleana. Take care of the kai, it'll take care of you. Look at that. What's up? Hey, yes sir. Such a privilege diving with that guy. Talon, I'll dive with you anytime, man. It was a pleasure, bro. More net. You see that big coral head right there? That net was over that coral head years ago. Might not have been that specific one, but that's a really good example of it. It was all spread over it, and one of the people that were helping us out a couple years ago actually went and cut it to where it would be off of that coral head. So thank God she did that, because no telling, that whole entire mushroom coral head could have been dead. Look at that. Man, we do not want to see those big mushroom coral heads die. They have a hard enough time with the water temperatures rising and sunscreen that gets put in the water, which I'd like to make a disclaimer. Please use reef safe sunscreen. Please use reef safe sunscreen. This is a good example of where the net was on that coral, and then good part, good side, bad side, good side. And there's the net that was all entwined in there that literally choked it out and literally killed it. So when you come on vacation in Hawaii, please use reef safe sunscreen. And now what we're doing is we're going out and we're just monitoring now and making sure we got everything. It's our last little sweep. Checking everything out, making sure we didn't leave anything behind. We want to get it all. There's Regina. She's checking it all out with me. Fish are happy. Coral's happy. I'm happy. We're happy. And Regina finds one more. So we're going to get it. That's why we're monitoring. This is exactly why we monitor. Because when we swim by, we see it, got to get it out. Every time we get a piece out, it's a little bit more chance that that coral will survive and will live and thrive. And that's what we want. We'd like to see no nets, but when we do see them, we're happy to see them because then we can get them out. There's the team, there's the underwater team, there's the crew. Yes, sir. Got to get our selfies in. Haha, there we are, there's the team. Whoa, who's that? What's up, Wills? We can't leave you out, buddy. Thank you guys so much for your help. Man, what an epic day. So awesome. You guys did a great job, man. CBSFA, Ocean Janitors. Ocean is cleaner today. Yeah. Got to get one last selfie in there. There's the crew. That's what I call saving the coral. And all good things must come to an end. We got to get the boat out. And again, I'd like to say thank you, CBSFA. You guys, man, what a help. What a privilege to work with you guys. Hopefully you guys see the value in what we do and realize how much more we need to do and why we need a boat to keep it clean. If you guys would like to support us, you'd like to sponsor us, DM us. We greatly appreciate it. If nothing else, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button. where we can let you know and show you what we're doing. There we go. Yes, sir. And someone left me some gifts. we were getting that everywhere, man. We were finding it in all kinds of stuff. So I had to put this in there. Talon, thanks for the gifts. The fun part. Gotta clean up the gear. You're out of there, buddy.